Well, good afternoon my YouTube friends, it's Margaret here from M.E.s Orchids, and me and Keith have had a very productive day today, and we've been in the garden. I've been doing some weeding, and Keith's been putting some extra beech hedging in, and of course, you know, you get the telltale signs of being in the garden. And I mean, the other day that bruise is going now. Can you see the bruise all over that part of my thumb and wrist? Oh, it did hurt, I tell you. And then today, well, I did that by banging these shelves up. And then today, I nearly had the stick from the Phragmipedium. I bent down and the stick nearly shot up my nose. Fortunately, it slid down at the side and cut all the side of my nose. And I'm thinking, oh goodness gracious, I'm in the war zones. Oh, my nose is ever so sore. But, you know, it is quite hazardous at times, orchid growing is. But anyway, I'm digressing now. And so I've had to water everything today. I couldn't believe it. I mean, this morning I do the mounts, as I do every morning. And after being out in the garden with Keith, I decided to come in because that Coleogeny fuscensens, I wasn't happy with it on that type of a log. So I wanted to deal with that, and I'll show you that what I've done with that in a minute. And then so when I did that, I came up into the grow room, and the sun has been really strong through the south-facing windows here, and so I thought, well, there goes, I better start watering. That's the let's have a look. Which is this is the M.E.s Phragmipedium M.E.s, and that's got some quite nice roots. I don't know whether you can see in this light. Oh, let's bring it around this way, perhaps you can see there. And these, this one, and that one, I've had them 12 months now. They came as seedlings from Burnham nurseries, and I paid £6 each for these Phragmipediums. And that M.E.s, that I mean, they're all slow growers, but this is quite a fine one, a fine leaf one. That's the one from Madeira, and that's the thick leaved one. And this one here is oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, Rothanian. I don't know whether you can see that. Rothanium. And that's quite a big one, as you can see. And there's the other one, which is Andrette by Art Wiggy, and that's quite a nice size. See, now and again you get the tips that burn. And so I'm just going to move these over here on this little table where the oscillating fan is, and then I can use this other table as you know, while I talk to you. And here we go. Ah, sorry about that. Right, so this little one here is one of the mounts, and going great guns. And that one is the awarded one, that one is. Anyway, when I looked at it this morning, I thought to myself, what's that on this leaf here? And anyway, I had a look. Can you see inside there? Now, I don't know whether it'll let me go any nearer to you. Can you just see that telltale sign there? So that's had a spot treatment this morning. That's had a systemic on it, and you can see, look, you can see the marks already on that petal, sorry, leaf. And so something's at it. Whether that was the scale, I've no idea. But this is why in some ways you do have to be ever vigilant. I looked at that this morning, I thought, well, why is that leaf curled under like that? And then, to tell you the truth, I can't remember whether it's curled over, been curled over like that for a while, but I shall keep my eye on that one. And because this last 12 months, as you all know, I've had scale, and I don't think as much I've had any mealybugs. It's the blasted scale I've had, and it's taken me that long. I mean, I've been free. I said I've been free, and look at that. But it was really hard work, and it's the hardest lesson I've had to learn with orchid growing, and is the control of these bugs. Because if you once get your plants healthy, then there's no reason why they can't grow and eventually flower for you. And I mean, all these, you know, for one thing or another, they've there's a new growth coming out there. They've all been affected with scale. As I say, I've watered these this morning, and I've even had to water all the cattleyas again. And I'll take you up there in a minute, and I'll just show you this now, because I wonder if I can pick it up without dropping it. I'd hate to just drop it at this moment in time, so I'm going to pick them up individually. And there we go. So these have been watered, and they've been absolutely lovely, these have. I don't know whether or not I'll keep them separate like this. Probably will do, and then I've got two other there that are not flowering, but these are flowering dendrobiums. So and this, of course, this had the most flowers, and I think this was the last to come to open. And if you look at there, she's paler, and compared to that one, she's quite pale. So they must be pale when they open, and then as they age, they go darker. So I'm going to put them back now. And as I say, these are the others. Got little cakeys growing. I don't think there's any. And that one at the back there, I think they're just cakeys. But whatever they are, we're very grateful. And everything's... let me stand up now. Oh dear. That's a dog and the cats outside. I don't know whether or not it's elongating anymore, but let's bring her down. This big cluster now. There you are, there's the size of my hand. And they're all coming out individually. And it is warming up here in England, so the next few days anyway. So I may well get these opening this weekend. That one over there, that other one, see, it never did anything. That one, for some reason, that one blasted, and I've no idea. But never mind. All blooms are gratefully accepted, whether it's just one nice cluster this year. Let's put her back up there, very carefully. There we go. And everything's coming into growth now. I was looking at the Dendrobium polyanthum, because this is a one that sheds its leaves, and for the winter, but I can't see any signs of any. Sorry, I'm just having a poke at. I'm just having a poke round, and of course that's the Kingianum, so that's been watered. This is the little Path Ballatum by Rothschildianum. Now, will she let me show you the roots? Sorry about this. There we are. Got that big root down, and I'm wanting this root to come down. And at the moment it's just circling. So I think at last I'm understanding more about Pathiopedilums. Of course, you see that's that old leaf, but an old leaf there, and that's the other old leaf. And it took me a long time to understand the concept of wet and soaking wet. So these like to be moist, and but they don't like to be drowned. So what I do is I water her now, and then I wait until that sphagnum moss, I can see that's drying, and then I spray her, and then I submerge her in water like she's been submerged today. So these will have to be checked again on Saturday, because like I say, the weather's going warmer, so it could be a case of I'm going to have to water, you know, every 2 days now. That's that little Kingianum still developing. They develop very slow, some of these, and I brought a chair up to sit down, so if I just manoeuvre this chair down to out of the way, and I'll show you what I've done here. And that is the, let's bring her out. Here we go. This is this is my attempt at a branch, because I looked up at the, well, first thing this morning, let me just show you. First thing this morning, I just thought to myself, oh, that's pseudobulbs, there's, looks as though it's fading, and I couldn't understand why. And so I looked it up on the on Google, and it says that this particular Coelogeny likes to be grown, well, it likes growing on mossy branches. So I've covered it in, it had quite a long root here, and so I've covered the root up, and I've just put the air plant there, and hopefully keep my eye on it now. You know, it might romp away. Now I've given it the right conditions, and I thought it was drying out too quickly. Just bear with me a minute now while I put it back. The baskets have had to be watered as well. Whoops. And this is the Angraecum, which is giving me a dying leaf, I think. But I've checked her over, like Ed does, in these little crevices here, and I can't see anything, so I don't know why that one's yellowy. Maybe it's just a normal process of that leaf just dying back a little bit. That's the two Pleurophthalus, and these don't usually stay in here because it's just too warm. And what's the humidity today? The humidity is 79 at the moment, and that's only because I've watered everything. I mean, at one point today, because I've had this, well, the window's still wide open actually. Let me put that down there. Oh, sorry about the noise. Let's bring you some of the fells over. Yes, it went down to 49 in here. and but now it's gone up to 79, which is quite good. Right, so let's have a look. I could have got away with a day today without having to water them, but I thought as it's given the weather going a lot warmer, I may as well. Look at those roots going across there. I may as well give them a water today. The big one in the corner, over there, I haven't watered that because I only watered that on Sunday. So that one doesn't need watering yet. I'll leave that one there. Let's just have a look. See whether or not we... Sorry, I don't know whether I'm catching you in the light or not. There we go. And let's have a look. Have we got... Oops. Catching that one with that one. Let's move out of the way. Oh yeah, just tucked under there. Can you just see it? That one there. So that's... and that one looks as though it's starting to, you know, to show signs, but that's definitely... Oh! There's another little one there. So this one's starting to accept this new environment, and I won't have any problems at all with that one. So we'll put that one there. Let's bring you the one in the jug just to give you an idea of how things are progressing with the... that's a new root there. And let's just have a look, see if we can see anything happening down here. That, I don't know whether you can see that right by my finger. That's a root, and that's a little green tip that's just started. Exactly like this one. Can you see that one? And let's have a look. Let's pick her up. There we go. So, you've got that. Don't know whether you can see with the light. You've got that one there. You've got that one there. And let's take her around. See if we can... See, I don't like to disturb them. Yeah. And you've got that one there. So this one's doing fine. I've just put a small reservoir of water at the bottom. I've not fed them. What I do now with all my orchids, I give them rainwater, and I don't share the water at all. Now I've got a rain butt outside, collects all the rainwater. I've got plenty of rainwater now, so I don't need to worry, and don't think there's any movement with this one yet. This is let's have a look at this one's. It's just a no ID fall, pale white, pink, sepals with deep pink lip, and no, but she's still got these two growing tips here yet. I've not cut anything back. Let's put her back here as well. That one there, and that one goes there. And if I just, oh, means turning round, I do apologise about this. Those are the bulbophyllums, and that's that new growth. I think it's a new growth. That's the aspasia, that's got new growths. New roots, and what else have I done this morning? I'll just turn the chair around here. And if you remember, I had a couple of falls. Do you remember this one from last year? And all it had was this one root, and I put it in this well, this styrofoam peanuts at the bottom. There's a bit of sphagnum moss there, and all the winter it just had this one root. And I've noticed this morning, look at that, it's got another root. And this is the one that had the cold damage. So that's well into recovery mode, that is. And I've just picked this other one up here now, just to give you an idea how some of the ones that I've got in recovery, how they're doing. So I've got some in recovery that are on mounts. I've got some that are in bark, and I've got some that are in vases. And the big one up here, that's been watered, and that's in a mixture of bark, hydrogen balls and a little bit of sphagnum moss on the top. And there's one, the big one of the three sisters, that's been watered, and that new growth there is coming on leaps and bounds. Nothing yet with the Phalaenopsis tritaspis, but never mind. It's just one of those inflorescences that's going to take forevermore. And anyway, I just wanted to pan round for you. Let's take you. Oh, that's me kicking the little pink vase. There we go. So I'll switch these fans back on now and bid you all farewell till I make another video at the weekend. So from me to you, have a great evening, and we'll speak again soon. Bye now.